Welcome back to the show, everyone. Oregon Football 2006. I'm here with Oregon head coach Mike Bellotti, and we're going to go 100 yards with the coach. Actually, 120, because we're counting the end zones, where we want your team to be this year, of course. And how are you feeling about camp and Stanford coming up just in a few days?
We're very excited, obviously. I think we're excited to get the opportunity to play another team. Hopefully we stay healthy, because camp is always difficult. It's a strain on the young men's emotions, their commitment to football, and their physical condition. And I think that at this point, we're on the mend.
If you had to say today, just a few days before the first game, what's your number one concern?
D-line, no question about it. We're thin there. We had some injuries, some key injuries, obviously. Sonny Harris is down for the season, tore his tricep muscle, and again, he can't come back and recover from that. Victor Felipe is out 4 to 6 weeks with a dislocated elbow. A couple other guys, Cole Linehan, subluxed shoulder early, and he's recovering and practicing and should be ready to go for the first game. But that position, D-line, makes our defense go. It creates a four-man pass rush. We haven't been good at that yet. We really need to get that going. But I do count on guys like Darius Sanders and Matt Toyina to be the bulwarks of that position.
Leadership, taking a team, gathering them the way Kellen did last year and the other seniors that you had. Do you sense that happening now with some of the other players on the team? And have you given that role to some guys?
Well, I think that role is not given, it's earned. And I think that, again, we have some people, Matt Toyina and Enoka Lucas, Blair Phillips and Brent Haberly, J.D. Nelson, James Finley, but we've been hampered a little bit because guys like J.D. and James have been injured, haven't practiced a lot this fall camp, so their leadership has not been able to be applied to the situation. That entire offensive line group, as we talked about earlier, are leaders in the sense that there's a comfort zone with them. I think there's a respect that they've earned. Dennis is earning more respect every day.
What kind of personality does this team, do you think, have?
You know, that's a great question. I don't base it on camp. I don't ever really look at or define a team's person until we've played a game. I think you find it in a game. You find it in a game when you're supposed to win and you play well enough to win. You find it in a game when maybe you're not supposed to win and you find a way to win that game. You find it in the close games, that cauldron, that, you know, forged in fire type thing. So I don't know. I like this team. I feel like I said the same thing about last year's team. I like that team. Those seniors came through. There were some underclassmen who stepped up. I think we need the same thing this year. I don't know who it's going to be yet. How the team manages that, how the coaches manage that, are going to go a long ways to determining not just what kind of team we have, but what kind of season we have.
Well, we do know they like to have a little bit of a good time, even though they've been working really hard in camp. And they get together for something called the O-Games. Coach, you started this a long time ago. And take a look at this. Pretty funny. You know, being around the kids, of course, I know keeps everybody young and excited and enthused for the season coming up. And it's hard to believe that it's here. I imagine are you ready for a game, or would you rather it be another week?
You know, this year I'd rather have another week, to tell you the truth. But for the players, they want to play. They're tired of hitting each other. And this team hasn't had quite the animosity. We had some little scuffles early, but they've settled down into a workmanlike routine. I hope that's a positive thing for business as usual. You know, let's get the job done. Let's make sure it happens.
Here we go, Saturday at 12:30 against the Stanford Cardinal, a league game right out of the chute. Good luck. Thanks so much for spending time with us, and appreciate it. We'll see you on the Coach Show all year.
Okay, deal.
That's going to do it with Coach Bellotti. When we come back, much more on Oregon Football 2006 right after this.
This Oregon Sports Program is brought to you by Broyhill Home Collection and Oregon Electric Station. This Oregon Sports Program is brought to you by Ward Insurance and the Kendall Auto Group.